Good day, subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am Jeremy. This is the Financial Education Channel, and today I'm sharing with you guys 10 stocks that pay absolutely sick dividends, guys. We are talking about 10 stocks that all pay around a 10% dividend yield or higher. Absolutely ridiculous amounts of money these companies pay out in dividends. Now, with that being said, we got 3 risk factors to take into account when thinking about these super high dividend paying companies. The first one is, just because they paid out a dividend last year, which is basically taking what the dividend yield is, what they paid out for dividends last year, that does not mean they are going to pay those out again this year, okay? So that is the first risk factor. They can cut a dividend. Any company can cut their dividend at any time. So you should never just say, oh, because I put my money in this company, it means I'm automatically going to receive a dividend, for years to come. No, they could absolutely cut it. That's the first risk factor. The second risk factor is the fact that these companies pay such high dividends. Generally, that means they're paying out the majority of their earnings or all of their earnings, meaning those earnings are not staying on the balance sheet, guys. And if those earnings are not staying on the balance sheet, then when a rainy day comes, they're not going to have a heck of a lot of money on that balance sheet in cash and investments to go ahead and save the business. And the third risk factor you should take into account with these companies is the fact that they're probably not going to grow very much, if at all, guys, because generally speaking, to grow your company, you're going to have to spend money to hire employees or look into this. If you're paying out the majority of your earnings or all your earnings in dividends, then you're not really planning to grow much in the future, guys. So I just want to give that as a risk factor section before I even get into this video, because I know beginners in the stock market, sometimes you'll see some of these stocks and then you just throw money at them. That's not good. You definitely want to research into these companies. And if you happen to believe in one, then that's great. If you believe in one, you've looked fully through it, and it pays a ridiculous dividend, great for you. Hopefully you can make tons of dividend money for years to come, guys. So let's go ahead and get into this. The first one here at number 10 is a company named DineEquity. They have a dividend yield just under 10%. Now this company basically, together with its subsidiaries, owns, franchises, operates, and rents full-service restaurants in the United States and internationally. The company operates through 4 segments: franchise operations, rental operations, company-owned restaurants, and finance operations. It owns and operates 2 restaurant concepts, including Applebee's, which some of you guys are probably familiar with. And then in the other category, it is IHOP, the International House of Pancakes, IHOP. So Applebee's and IHOP, that is what DineEquity pays. They pay a dividend just under 10% currently, guys. So that's number 10. Number 9 is a company named Annaly Capital Management. This company also pays a dividend yield just under 10% here. Now this company, they basically own a portfolio of real estate related investments in the United States. The company invests in various types of agency mortgage-backed securities. Oh, just hearing mortgage-backed securities gives me the willies. Oh my gosh. And related derivatives to hedge these investments, and residential credit investments such as residential mortgage loans and non-agency mortgage-backed securities and securitized products. That type of company just scares me. When I hear mortgage-backed securities and derivatives and oh my gosh, those type of companies, they just scare me. But needless to say, Annaly comes in there at number 9. Number 8 here is a company named New Star Holdings. This one's also just under a 10% dividend yield here. And this company has to do with, basically, through its ownership interest in New Star Energy LP, engages in the transportation of petroleum products and anhydrous ammonium. The company is also involved in terminaling, storage, and marketing of petroleum products. It has a terminal and storage facilities in the United States, Canada, Mexico, United Kingdom, and the Netherlands, including St. Etheus in the Caribbean. I'm sorry, I'm not the best pronunciation of countries and territories and those kinds of things. The company was founded in 2000 and is headquartered in San Antonio, Texas. There we go. So far we've seen 3 different companies all paying around a 10% yield, all from 3 different industries. I try to pick ones from a lot of different industries. That way you guys can kind of see, do I want to go this route or this route with any of these if you're interested. Coming in at number 7 here, guys. Number 7 is a company named CenturyLink. CenturyLink also pays a dividend yield just under 10%. And now after this one, we're going to get to the fun ones that all pay dividends over 10%. CenturyLink provides various communication services to residential, business, wholesale, and governmental customers in the United States. It operates through two segments, business and consumer. Basically, they have to do with, they still have telephone lines, which I know is kind of surprising, but they also have a lot of broadband internet that basically will go through your telephone lines. I believe my parents actually have CenturyLink, and oh my gosh, it's so slow. I try to upload a video every once in a while when I go and visit them. Oh my gosh, guys. Literally for like a 10-minute video, it takes like several hours to upload versus on my internet, a 10-minute video takes about 18 or 19 minutes, guys. It's ridiculous. But anyways, that's another company that is in a different industry that pays around a 10% yield. Now we're getting to the ones that all pay over 10%. So this one is Apollo Commercial Real Estate Finance. This company pays a dividend yield of around just over 10% here. Apollo Commercial Real Estate Finance operates as a real estate investment trust, otherwise known as a REIT, that primarily originates, acquires, and invests and manages commercial first mortgage loans, subordinate financing, commercial mortgage-backed securities, there's that word again, and other commercial real estate related debt investments in the United States. The company is qualified as a REIT under the Internal Revenue Code. As a REIT, it would not be subject to federal income taxes if it distributes at least 90% of its REIT taxable income to its stockholders, guys. So basically, REITs have to pay out at least 90% of their earnings out to the shareholders, and that is what Apollo does there, and look at that, over a 10% yield with that company. Now on to number 5 here. Number 5, they pay a dividend yield approaching 11% here, and this is a company named Frontline. So Frontline, almost 11% yield. Frontline is a shipping company that engages in the seaborne transportation of crude oil and oil products worldwide. As of December 31, 2016, the company operates a fleet of 56 vessels, including VLCC, Suezmax, and a bunch of other different names. It is also involved in the charter, purchase, and sale of vessels. The company is based in Hamilton, Bermuda. So very interesting there. That one comes in at number 5. Number 4 is Icahn Enterprises. This is a company run by Carl Icahn, who's a very famous investment manager. I call this company kind of like the poor man's Berkshire Hathaway, run by Warren Buffett. I call this the poor man's one. They still have a market cap a little under $10 billion. And this company pays a dividend yield of over 11%. Over 11%. And they have a mess of companies. Icahn Enterprises, through its subsidiaries, operates in investment, automotive, energy, metals, railcar, gaming, metals, mining, food packaging, real estate, home fashion business in the United States and internationally. Basically, they're just a conglomerate of different companies. He's just, like I call it, it's a poor man's Warren Buffett type company, a Berkshire Hathaway. So what Berkshire Hathaway or Warren Buffett does is he will invest in almost any company he wants to invest in, and sometimes he buys the entire company and then it goes under their structure and he'll invest in different companies from all different industries. Very similar thing that Carl Icahn does with Icahn Enterprises, just Carl Icahn mainly pays out dividends, whereas Warren Buffett doesn't pay out any dividends with Berkshire. Icahn pays out obviously the majority of the money coming in through the door in dividends. So that one's got over 11% yield there, guys. Coming in at number 4 here, number 4 is a company named Stage Stores. This company has an over 11% yield, a teeny market cap. Look at this market cap, 46 million. This company, I'm not even sure how they're still around. Stage Stores operates specialty department stores primarily in the small and mid-sized towns and communities in the United States. Its merchandise portfolio comprises moderately priced brand name and private label apparel, accessories, cosmetics, footwear, and home goods. The company also offers merchandise direct to consumer through its e-commerce website and send program. As of March 30th, 2017, it operates 798 specialty department stores in 38 states and a direct-to-consumer channel under the Beals, Goodies, Palace Royale, Pebbles, and Stage nameplates. The company was founded in 1988 and based in Houston, Texas. Not sure how that one's even still around or if they'll be around for very long, but they have paid out tremendous dividends and has a yield currently over 11%. Coming in at number 3 here, guys. Number 3 is a company named Frontier Communications Corporation. This company has a dividend yield over 15%. Over 15% dividend yield on this one. Frontier Communications Corporation provides communication services to residential, business and wholesale customers in the United States. It offers broadband, video, voice, and other services and products through a combination of fiber and copper-based networks to residential customers. So somewhat of a similar business as CenturyLink there, guys. That dividend was insane, though. Over a 15% yield on Frontier Communications. Insane there, guys. And I must have missed one. I must have miscounted somewhere along, but we got number one coming now, guys. I must have miscounted somehow. So number one is a company named Windstream Holdings. This one has a current dividend yield, and I heard they might cut this, so just be aware of that. But currently, their dividend yield is over 28% right now, guys. Over 28%, absolutely ridiculous. And like I said, they might end up cutting that, so just be prepared for that. But as of right now, 28%. Windstream Holdings provides a network of communication and technology solutions in the United States. Basically, they have a lot to do with internet access, internet security, online backup, all that kind of stuff, including high-speed internet. They're kind of similar to a CenturyLink and a little bit similar to a Frontier Communications type deal. But right now they have a dividend yield of 28%, guys, which is mind-blowing. So basically you have $10,000 in that one, you get $2,800. And that's assuming they keep up that dividend and those kinds of things, guys. So I know we went over 10. I somewhere miscounted somewhere along the lines, but I know we went over 10 different stocks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this today. A whole bunch of dividend stocks out there that pay ridiculous dividend yields. If you guys enjoyed this, hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed. Check out my stock market investing book. It is linked in that description, all about my investment strategy and how I pick winning companies. If you just came across this channel, you may want to subscribe. We talk personal finance in the channel. We talk entrepreneurship. I'm an actual business owner. I give away so many business tips. We talk stock market investing more than anything. Thank you for watching, guys, and have a great day.